We've got the Juniors U18 AVP First final of the Austin Gold Series event here. We've got a look at the future. We've seen what NCAA Beach has had as far as an impact on the main draw this week. This is the future even beyond that. These teams are dialed in. They battled through yesterday's rainstorm. Semifinals this morning, and taking a quick look here in the white, we've got a pair of FSU commits. Caitlin Moon has got your braid there. The blonde is Maddie Anderson, both committed to Florida State University, class of 2020. Caitlin with the big swing and the kill there. Gracie Campbell, who's a commit to Pepperdine University. She's your defender on the purple side. And with the blonde hair, that's Macy Butler. She is committed to USC. So very much, these four players are representing the best of the future of beach volleyball. Strong chance that we'll see them making an impact in the women's draw as well, not too far down the road. This is part of the AVP First programming, which is a nonprofit portion of the AVP. They build partnerships with parks departments, school districts, community centers. They help grow the game. So they also run a competitive portion that includes the AVP First Gold Series events, zonal championships, and of course the national championships coming up in Hermosa Beach alongside the Hermosa Beach Open. They bring the highest standard of beach volleyball in the industry. Caitlin Moon back to serve. She's working on Gracie Campbell. Campbell about 8 feet off, little roll shot drops. Watching the semifinals earlier, these two teams, they contrast a bit. Macy Butler is playing up. She's part of the U15 A1 national team. She's the blonde and purple at the net there. Little miscommunication leaves the open cut shot. Gracie and Macy, your purple team, they are a bit smaller. They like to play at the net. It'll be interesting to see how they challenge the big block of Maddie Anderson. This is 1-21. You must win by 2. Both of these teams are in automatic bids to the AVP First National Championship. Gracie with the misfire there. Maddie Anderson at the service line. These FSU girls, they do split block. There's the taking advantage of the quick option. So earlier in the semifinals, it was Gracie Campbell who received the majority of the serves. Macy Butler taking advantage of the on-2 play, gets a point there. Big block from Butler. Score is 4-6. With Macy Butler at the service line, the purple team in the lead. Ball's just long. So we talked a little bit about the AVP First overview, some of the sponsors that help make this junior tour happen. Hydro Flask, Rocks, Wilson, Breakwater Shades, Sports Snap Bands, Zevia, Audio Lip Care, and KT Tape all coming together to help put together some really cool prize packages, opportunities for these young athletes. My club out of the Northwest Uprising Volleyball has been with AVP First right since the beginning. It's simple. They run the highest quality tournaments. That national championship in Hermosa Beach is absolutely incredible. The last few years, I've had the privilege of broadcasting the junior championship matches from center court in Hermosa. If you're a young player out there looking to get involved, or if you're someone who just wants to support and donate and help with the community side of the AVP First, you can check them out at avpfirst.org. Gracie Campbell at the service line, 8 serving 5 here. Nice cut shot from Caitlin Moon. It's little things that make the AVP First stand apart. Coolers with ice and water at every court, team boxes. The goal of the program is to recreate the feel and the procedures and the protocols of the pro series on the junior level. Big cross-court swing from Gracie Campbell, and it is 9 serving 6 now. just one of the benefits being on Stadium Court here in Austin. Incredible crowd today. It's been a fantastic weekend and a couple brilliant finals coming up here on Amazon Prime. Nice push, good play over the top from Gracie Campbell as she sees the hole, takes advantage of it. Campbell and Butler use the perimeter of the court very well, making up a lot for the size difference that that they face against some of the bigger, stronger teams. Caitlin Moon, big swing cross court, too hot to handle for Campbell. 7 serving 10. Moon at the service line. Again, using the perimeter of the court. That one drops right on the outside of the tape, and it is Gracie Campbell once more. She has had herself a weekend, played in both the U16s and U18s event. Can't say enough good things about the beach volleyball community that we've encountered here in Texas. I've helped out with the AVPFirst event through the weekend, and everyone has been really polite, really into beach volleyball. It's been an amazing weekend for these kids. Amazing weekend for the pros, amazing weekend for the AVP staff. 8 serving 11 now. Maddie Anderson at the service line. Caitlin Moon cuts that one a little too wide. Brings Macy Butler back to serve. They're working almost exclusively on Moon. Nice pickup by Gracie Campbell, but that's hammered down by Maddie Anderson. There's our technical timeout, tied up at 21 apiece. These teams, as we mentioned, they are competing for not only prizes, but they're competing for big points towards qualification for the national championship in Hermosa Beach. AVPFirst is sort of the pinnacle of the AVP America point scoring series. The big acquisition by the AVP of Volley America over the offseason has led to a truly national and really impressive point standing series that stretches not only from the juniors, but also all the way through the recreational level adults into the pros. It's all under the same point system now. So these players are earning points at this event that if they were to go play in, say, a women's A or women's AA event in the future, would be used to help with seeding for that. So finally, the AVP has a huge portion of the recreational and the high-level volleyball in the country, all under one roof, all under one point system, and it is it's a pretty cool setup that they have. Lots of hard work from Carly and Wayne Gant to build Volley America. They are now part of the AVP staff. I've spent a lot of time with them both at Huntington and here in Hermosa, and they are doing a fantastic job to grow the game. More and more promoters and clubs flocking to them through the course of the spring. If you want to be involved with that, check out AVPAmerica.com. See how you can get your club or get yourself involved with a membership. Coming back into the action here at the service line, Maddie Anderson working on Gracie Campbell, and Gracie drops that one over the block. She'll take a 13-9 lead back to the service line. Still a lot of work to be done, but it is the integration of volleyball from top to bottom into one scoring system, one organization that includes everybody and helps build the game has been a big, big feat during this offseason for the AVP. We've seen huge dividends for that, not only in Austin, but in Seattle, the Pacific Northwest where I'm from, California, all over the place. 11 serving 13 now. Caitlin Moon working on Macy Butler. Cross court, nice dig from Moon. Anderson set, high line shot just wide. Campbell back to the service line. We mentioned she's committed to Pepperdine. She's from Aubrey, Texas. Best result was a championship at the Rocks Volleyball Nationals last year. Also finished 5th in the AVPFirst National Championship in Hermosa. She gets stuck in the sand there on the nice cut shot from Maddie Anderson. As a real late show, she gets up, All through the semifinals up to the end of it, the default power was setting for the white team. For Anderson and Moon, they just hammered the ball. And then those last few points when it mattered most, they showed the finesse, a beautiful high line shot, nice late breaking cut. Really savvy, really smart team going to Florida State. That ball up off the touch. 13 serving 14 now. This is the AVP First U18 Girls National Championship coming at you from the Austin Open. That's that big block we were talking about. Caitlin Moon puts it up that time, and you saw Macy Butler looking for somewhere to go. She just didn't have enough room, had to push that cut shot too wide, and we are tied at 14s, 1 set to 21. It's what we're playing here for the national championship, and then we will move on to the men's final. Jeremy Casebeer and Kame Schalk against the champions from Huntington Beach, Jake Gibb and Taylor Crabb. That's coming up next, so stick with us here. I'm Matty Bishop. Thanks for watching, everybody. Pleasure to be on Amazon Prime. Thanks to Amazon Prime for letting me do this for the AVP First. That ball's just out of play. A nice play by Caitlin Moon to get over the block of Butler. Gracie Campbell comes up with the dig, but couldn't control it. We're tied at 15. Moon at the service line. She goes after Butler this time. Net violation on the follow through by Macy Butler. And I do believe this is the first time in the match that the FSU commits have had the lead 16-15 to Caitlin Moon and Maddie Anderson. They take a timeout on the sand. Coming up later, we've got the U14 finals as well. If you want to see what the distant future looks like, who knows, the way the qualifier teams have moved through the bracket this weekend, that might not be the too distant future. There's been great volleyball going on with the younger girls all morning long. It's a beautiful day here in Austin. A little bit of cloud cover, probably keeping it from being oppressively hot. Gorgeous summer day for beach volleyball. Brooke Niles going to get an opportunity to coach the girls in white, Caitlin Moon and Maddie Anderson. NCAA beach volleyball has definitely added a whole huge crop of players coming in. The parity on the women's side of the game right now is really exciting. Anything can happen any given weekend here on the AVP Tour. Caitlin Moon at the service line. She's from Fair Oaks Ranch, Texas. She is working on Macy Butler. Short roll shot picked up easily by Maddie Anderson, and she hammers that one down. Palm Beach Gardens, Florida is where Maddie calls home. Can we see that default setting for the power? It's difficult to teach that great big arm swing. Moon continues to serve, continues working on Butler. She's up just over the block of Anderson. Nice touch on the roll shot there. Good wrist to direct that one towards the line. 16 serving 17 now. Gracie Campbell at the service line. Working on Caitlin Moon. Big swing from Moon, and that drops right in front of Campbell and earns her some sound effects here on Stadium Court. 18-16. We are in officially what Mark Sherman would call crunch time for the U18 Austin Gold Series AVP First Championship. Putting on a show, getting a nice round of applause from the crowd. Again, if you want to be part of AVP First, if you want to take a shot at getting yourself into this type of competition, check them out. AVPFirst.org is the place to look. You can also check out AVPAmerica.com. Comes Caitlin Moon working on the pulling blocker, and man, she's got a big range and she hits the ball down hard. I'm not sure how much you can pull on her. She's back to serve. The big block of Maddie Anderson at the net. They continue to work on Macy Butler. Big swing down the line at the pulling blocker. That ball's in. 18 serving 19. Gracie Campbell The Pepperdine commit is at the service line. Big swing at the pulling blocker from Caitlin Moon, and this one's turned into a bit of a slugfest here. Down the line, it is championship point. Maddie Anderson at the service line. Campbell with the set for Butler. That's swatted back by Caitlin Moon. Campbell tipped over the top, picked up by Anderson. Here she comes up against Butler, off the block, scooped over by Campbell, and just long. Caitlin Moon and Maddie Anderson are your 2019 Austin Open AVP First Gold Series champions. The end of a phenomenal tournament. Great job by them. Gracie Campbell, Macy Butler are your runners-up. Coming up in just a few minutes here, we've got the men's final. It's going to be Kevin Barnett bringing you the action. Kame Schalk and Jeremy Casebeer facing off against Taylor Crabb and Jake Gibb. That one should be pretty epic.